Well, I've made it back to the Crown. Last week was a success. There was a board in the locomotive. Will there be a board in the Crown? It states has bar games, so I'm hopeful. I'm quite looking forward to this one. It's an independent pub, no chain. Episode 63, Rate the Darts venue, the Crown, Wellingborough. Let's take a look inside. Oh, sports bar, that looks encouraging. Well, yes, we have a board. That's only the first part of the story, but we have a board. And it's a Winmow Blade 5. Good board. Really good board, but what condition it's in. Now, it might be in this great condition because it doesn't get used very often. I don't know. More about that in a minute, but good board, great condition, 8 out of 10. Well, into the beer garden for the value section and for the sunshine. It's not a vodka and lemonade to chase down the beer, it's a glass of water. And Carlsberg, any lager always tastes better in the sun. £4.40. Well, maybe a little steep, but maybe it's sunstroke. I don't see that as too bad. £4.40. Now crisps. Okay, 125. Not great, but I mean, you get grab bags and then you get this. I feel like I've been given a family-sized bag or some kind of multi-pack, but it is just one bag. 54 grams, and well, the price was on it, but yeah, as I say, that's exactly what I was charged. Not a penny more, not a penny less. So yeah, I mean, I say £1 as a rule for crisps, but at this size, I actually think that's better value. So £5.65 beer and crisps. I'm going to say for value, it's a 7 out of 10. So, well, dart setup. Let's start with the accessibility. So, we've got a table and 4 chairs right in the way of the board. Now, quite often I'll work around the furniture if I need to, but in this instance I won't be able to play unless I can move it. So on this occasion I am actually going to ask if I can move the furniture. I don't see it as for me to just move it. I do very much hope it is available for use, because I mean, a surround and a cracking light's been invested in. Hey, is the board in such good condition because it's rarely used? I don't know, but okay, well, I'm over 14, so I'm alright by that criteria. So I will ask the chap, seems like a nice guy, see if I can move this table and chairs. Okay, well, the guy that runs the bar, his response was, yeah, you can move it as long as you put it back. I was like, okay, so I've done it. Hard graft. So yeah, I mean, I can't complain now. It's actually not the worst setup. So yeah, it's certainly not ready for darts as you walk in. And the guy said, yeah, you can, but I don't have a set of darts, so that's okay, I've got my own darts. But I suspect this board doesn't get used very often. Perhaps there's not an appetite for darts in this pub. It's a shame, because it's got the potential for a good setup. The fact that he said he hasn't got darts behind the bar suggests to me he hasn't got an hockey, or he would have offered me it, I like to think. Now, there are clearly holes in the floor, so I think it's a case of bring your own hockey as well as your own furniture removal company. But I always say, as long as I know where to stand, and I do, and it feels absolutely bang on. So that's something. And then, as I said earlier, there's a surround, and it's a real shame because this is a damn good full circular surround target darts light being installed. It's really good. We've also got a whiteboard for the scores. Earls Barton, Working Man's Club. 9-6 win against the Crown. Well, darts does happen here. Maybe it's league matches only, and then they move the table for that. Can't see a pen, but who cares about that? Not sure what that is over there. And it's a 3 dart finish checkout sheet. That's cool, I like that. So yeah, a really good setup, bar the obvious inaccessibility of the board when you walk in off the street. There's only one other issue with it. It is a big issue, and that's the proximity to the pool table. So as I showed you earlier, got a nice shared area here for the sports side of things. So that's the main side of the bar over there, the main lounge, leading onto the patio and beer garden. And here we've got the dartboard, plenty of football memorabilia on the wall, pool table and a screen. But I'm afraid proximity, it is only at the top end of the pool table. I always think it's worse if it's down a side that the dartboard's at. But look at the proximity. So I would be stood here, and I can, there's an idea for a video, can I throw a dart and pot a ball at the same time? It really is that close. Very difficult one to grade this. I'm going to say for darts setup with the potential to be a lot better, it's a 6 out of 10. Nice barbecue there. It's a very well furnished beer garden. Flowers, plants. Yeah, it's dog friendly, postman friendly. Not sure about this though. And a pub beer garden, boxing machine, wow. But yeah, great environment this. There is a resident cat here, I believe. Well, there was a cat chilling out on his back in the lounge. I didn't get it on camera. I've no idea how much the pool table is, by the way. Look how old this picture is. Northampton Town FC, 1964 to 65. Absolutely brilliant. I've no idea what event that was. Anyone know? Northampton Town, 1968 to 69. Wow. And look at that. Now, the guy that I assume owns it has got a Chelsea tattoo on his leg. Other than that, he's alright. Is that Chelsea? Is that Stamford Bridge? No idea. Wow. This is Chelsea. FA Cup winners, 1970. Last one. Now, that's World Cup 90. I think, even though I'm not English, I do believe I can name every single one of those players. I won't bore you, unless that's not Mark Wright. Let me know in the comments if you know your football and you're of a certain vintage. Is that Mark Wright? I know the rest of them. I don't often say this in pubs, but it does look like a decent pool cue, by pub standards at least. Okay, time for check out the episode number. It's episode 63, so I'm dreaming of a treble 13 for double 12. Wow. He's 57. Tops. Damn. One leaves 39. Double 16. Oh, what the hell is that? 25 remaining. I've won one for the originally intended target of double 12. Double 12. The one wasn't convincing. 15 remaining. An awful exhibition of darts yet again. Single 7. Wow. Wow. What an absolute fool. Takes 3 darts to achieve what should be achievable in 1. Double 4. Double 2. Bust. That nervous starts when you throw at 15 or single 7. I'm always worried of busting on either side. Double 2. Double 1. All round the houses, no joy. Double 2. No comment. Come on, double 4. Double 2. Double 2. I heard the clink of windmill blade 5 wire for that first dart. Double 2. Double 1. Wrong bed. And it's double 1. I'm getting my steps in. This is laughable. Well, I would say that's a series average obliterated. That happened long ago. But it's on the screen now. Now to put all this furniture back. Well, I've restored the furniture now, and I was just reflecting. Just before I go, I've even got my rucksack on my back. I gave the start setup 6 out of 10. But it's by and large just because the furniture has to be moved. Now, having to move the furniture ain't great, but do you know what? Once that table's out of the way, the only issue here was the proximity of the pool table. So 6 out of 10 is too low. I'm revising that for dart setup, 7 out of 10. Yeah, the main lounge, it is just, as I often say, it's like being in someone's house. Absolutely great. Homely setup this. And this is the other side of the bar, the larger side. But yeah, it does have that feel of just being at home. I've shown you the beer garden already, but the patio's decent as well. Even got beer for the dogs. There's also a cat floating about here, I'm sure of it. Friendly dogs in the garden only. Leads must be worn at all times and kept under control. And finally, a close-up of that silly thing from earlier. Sod that. But yeah, for general atmosphere and environment, well, I feel like I've made a rod for my own back a wee bit. But hey, I've given out 10 for pubs that I didn't like as much as this, so general atmosphere and environment has to be 10 out of 10. So yeah, in summary, an enjoyable visit. It's certainly a pub I would frequent again. And it's 10 out of 10 atmosphere and environment, 8 out of 10 board, 7 out of 10 dart setup, 7 out of 10 value, and a total of 32 out of 40. for the Crown, Wellingborough. See you in the next one.